Betrayed by blood. Why your family rejects you. The shocking truth revealed. Family is supposed to be our haven, a source of unconditional love and support. Yet for some, the family unit becomes a battleground of betrayal, rejection, and emotional abandonment. In this article, we delve into the complex and often painful reasons why families might reject one of their own, exploring psychological, sociological, and personal factors that can tear apart even the closest blood ties. The illusion of blood ties. From a young age, many of us are taught that family is everything, that our parents, siblings, and extended kin will always be there to love and protect us. However, the reality can be starkly different. Family bonds, though rooted in biology, are also shaped by interpersonal dynamics, individual experiences, and deeply ingrained patterns of behavior. When these elements turn toxic, what should be a source of strength becomes a source of pain and rejection. 1. Generational patterns of dysfunction. One of the most significant reasons for family rejection is the perpetuation of dysfunctional behaviors across generations. Families often fall into patterns of abuse, neglect, or emotional manipulation. A parent who experienced abandonment or abuse in their own childhood might unconsciously repeat those patterns with their own children. This cycle can result in deep-seated feelings of inadequacy, resentment, and eventual rejection. For instance, a child who grows up in an environment where emotional expression is discouraged or punished may struggle to form healthy relationships. As adults, these individuals might find themselves ostracized by family members who are either unable or unwilling to break free from their toxic habits. Over time, the family's inability to heal old wounds can lead to a complete breakdown in communication and support. 2. Unresolved trauma and betrayal. Traumatic events, whether they are instances of physical abuse, infidelity, or other forms of betrayal, can leave lasting scars on family members. When a person is deeply hurt by someone they trusted, the resulting emotional damage may be too severe to overcome. The betrayal could come from a parent, a sibling, or even an extended family member. In such cases, the rejection is not merely an act of anger, but a defense mechanism designed to protect oneself from further pain. For example, if a sibling betrays another by revealing deeply personal secrets, or by failing to support them during a crisis, the hurt can fester over time. The aggrieved family member may decide that the safest course of action is to sever ties altogether, leading to feelings of isolation and abandonment. Similarly, a child who feels betrayed by a parent's infidelity or lack of support might choose to cut off contact as a way to reclaim control over their emotional well-being. 3. Differing values and life choices. As we grow older, our individual values and priorities can diverge significantly from those of our family members. What was once a shared set of beliefs can become a point of contention when lifestyles, political views, or personal aspirations clash. This divergence can create rifts that, if not managed with empathy and open communication, lead to outright rejection. Imagine a scenario where a family with traditional values finds itself at odds with a relative who has chosen an unconventional lifestyle, perhaps embracing a career in the arts, engaging in relationships that defy societal norms, or even adopting a non-religious or non-traditional identity. The resulting friction can sometimes lead to feelings of betrayal among those who believe that family should adhere to a certain standard, while the individual in question feels misunderstood and unfairly judged. 4. Mental health and personality disorders. Mental health issues can play a pivotal role in family dynamics, often acting as both a cause and a consequence of familial rejection. Personality disorders such as narcissistic personality disorder or borderline personality disorder can create an environment where manipulation, control, and emotional volatility are the norm. Family members may find themselves constantly walking on eggshells, never quite sure when they might trigger an outburst or be subjected to demeaning behavior. For the individual on the receiving end, repeated episodes of emotional abuse can lead to feelings of worthlessness and isolation. Over time, the cumulative impact of these negative interactions can prompt the individual to withdraw from the family entirely. Similarly, a family member dealing with untreated mental health issues may be rejected by those who do not understand or know how to cope with their behavior. 5. Economic pressures and resentment. Money is often cited as one of the most significant stressors in any relationship, and family relationships are no exception. Economic hardship, disparities in wealth, or disputes over inheritance can lead to bitter conflicts and long-lasting grudges. When financial issues become entangled with emotional relationships, the result can be a profound sense of betrayal. Consider a family where one member is seen as a source of financial support, while another is perceived as taking advantage of that support. This imbalance can create resentment, and in some cases, lead to a complete breakdown in the relationship. Moreover, disputes over inheritance or financial favoritism can further alienate family members, leading to estrangement and rejection. 6. The impact of external influences. In today's world, external influences such as social media, cultural shifts, and public opinion can also play a role in family dynamics. The digital age has transformed how we communicate and form relationships, sometimes amplifying conflicts or creating misunderstandings that were previously contained within the family unit. Online conflicts can spill over into real life, with public shaming and cyberbullying exacerbating existing tensions. For some, the constant comparison to idealized images on social media can also fuel feelings of inadequacy and resentment. Family members who perceive themselves as less successful or less happy than their peers may turn against one another, further straining relationships. 7. Healing and reconciliation. Is it possible? While the reasons for family rejection are multifaceted and deeply personal, it's important to note that healing is possible. Some families choose to undergo therapy or mediation to address long-standing issues. Others may find that, with time, forgiveness and understanding can replace bitterness and resentment. However, reconciliation is not always attainable, and for some, the decision to sever ties is a necessary step toward personal well-being. For those who have experienced family rejection, the path to healing often involves rebuilding self-esteem and finding a new support network. This might include friends, mentors, or communities that share similar values and experiences. In some cases, individuals even form chosen families that offer the acceptance and understanding that their biological families failed to provide. 8. A personal journey toward self-acceptance. In many ways, the experience of being rejected by one's family forces a person to embark on a journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance. It's a painful process, but it can also be transformative. When we learn to define our own worth, independent of the approval of those we love, the sting of rejection begins to fade. For some, the healing process involves a period of isolation, where they can reflect on their experiences and come to terms with their own identity. Over time, this isolation can evolve into a new form of connection, one that is more authentic and nurturing than the relationships they once had with family. By learning to set boundaries and prioritize their own mental health, many who have been rejected by their families find that they can, in fact, rebuild a supportive network that feels more like home. 9. The shocking truth revealed. So what is the shocking truth behind family rejection? It isn't always about a lack of love. More often, it's about the complexities of human relationships, the interplay of unmet expectations, unresolved trauma, and the evolving nature of our identities. Families, like all relationships, are dynamic and subject to change. Over time, the bonds that once seemed unbreakable may weaken under the weight of personal differences, external pressures, and the scars of past hurts. For many, the journey toward understanding why their family rejected them begins with looking inward. It involves recognizing that the pain of rejection is not a reflection of their intrinsic worth, but rather a symptom of deeper, often unresolved issues within the family unit. The shocking truth is that sometimes, the very people we expect to protect us can be the ones who hurt us the most. Yet, it is also within our power to break that cycle by seeking healing, establishing healthy boundaries, and building a new support system that honors our true selves. 10. Moving forward. If you have experienced family rejection, know that you are not alone. Many have walked this difficult path and emerged stronger on the other side. Embrace your journey of self-discovery, and remember that healing is a process that takes time, patience, and self-compassion. Surround yourself with those who uplift and support you, and don't be afraid to seek professional help if you need it. The story of family rejection is one of both sorrow and resilience. It forces us to confront painful truths about our relationships, and ultimately, to choose our own path toward happiness. By understanding the underlying reasons, be it generational dysfunction, unresolved trauma, differing values, or external pressures, we can begin to untangle the web of hurt and rebuild our lives on a foundation of self-worth and acceptance. This is the shocking truth behind why your family might reject you, and the empowering journey of turning that betrayal into a catalyst for personal growth. Embrace the truth, seek healing, and know that your worth is not defined by the acceptance of those who have betrayed you by blood, but by the strength you find within yourself to move forward and build a life that is truly your own.